Grand Rising Kings and Queens. Royalty, how y'all doing today? I'm a little under the weather, but guess what? We still do what we gotta do under the weather or not, right? So, for those that don't know yet, I'm going through like a series of surgeries, dental surgeries. So I'm swollen and I'm in ouchie pain. That don't stop us from doing our job. Might sound a little delayed or lethargic, but we're here. My eyeballs still work, and I can still reach, just a tad bit slower. You see my face puffy over there? Don't ask me why. No, I didn't get injections. It's just what it do. Anywho, Grand Rising. Happy Monday, everybody. Hope you're having a beautiful day, even if you're in pain like me. You know what helps pain feel better? Lip gloss. Ouch. Ouch. I'm just going to do it on this side because the other side hurt. I'm just going to do it her on over. It's okay. I'm going to do a whole PSA on health and staying on top of your health, especially when you're in a space where you just like feel good, because that's the time where you really need to get on top of your shit, because one day you won't feel good and it'll be an emergency and then like everything has to stop. So I ran in for a routine dental check only to find out that my mouth is like booyaka. So I have like 50,000 things to do. I've started. I get another root canal today, gum surgery next Monday, implant surgery, everything. But it's okay, because I know that I'm not alone. But I do implore you to take care of your health, get your annual mammograms, get your colonoscopies, get your dental checkups, get your blood pressure checked, get all the stuff that you need to get done, because when you are forced to get it all at one time and you don't spread it out the way you need to, that shit's like showing up and it kick you in your ass. And I feel like I'm moving faster than I am, but I'm not. I had to tell my husband, like, hey, babe, what are you doing today? Because I definitely think I'm going to need some rides. And I don't even think I'm of enough sound mind and body to get in the Uber, because I don't know where I'll wake up. But wellness checks are very, very important. I'm ambassador for an organization called Read for Hope, and it's all about health and wellness and imploring our people, especially African-American people, to get their checks. When I was talking to Robbie Reed the other day and C.O. Brown, I learned that literally 15% of African-Americans get their annual, if not biannual, dental check, which is like, so no one's getting their teeth checked. And the sad thing is that I fell in that number. Now, I know a lot of us fell in that number last year because of COVID, right? So who was going to get a teeth cleaning considering that it was a whole virus? But I have to also remind you, when you're pregnant, your kids take so much of your enamel while in utero. So having 2 babies back to back, and then after the last baby having corona, my teeth like, lady, you want to eat or no? So I just, for y'all that have been on top of it, flossers, I saw someone said they're in the military, they've been on it for years. My baby hairs go out to you. But yeah, shit is real. But guess what? Ain't nothing gonna stop us from doing what we gotta do. We do wake-up calls. I think I should be a wake-up call. They laugh and they think it's funny on the show. Ricky's like, are you okay? I'm like, no, I'm good. He's like, how do you feel? I'm like, I feel great. But, uh-oh. I'm so afraid. In the SAT class, my dentist appointment's next week. Yes, Nisha Love Pink 7. Go to the dentist. Because you see my teeth, they look fine. And I want them to always look like that. But if I want them to look like that, I got to deal with the shit back there you can't see. Like, you want to eat or not? And I can smile, and it's like, cool. But I want to choose not to eat because I don't want to eat it, not because I can't eat it. I like chewing ice. I like super hot stuff. You know what I'm saying? So Say all that to say, go get y'all teeth checked. Y'all end up like me over here all messed up. Thank God I got a super supportive husband, some good dental insurance, and some money on the side. Because this shit ain't cheap. No doubt. Y'all watched the Super Bowl last night? I didn't. Because I was looped up. Cheekbone gone. It's okay. It's okay, but it's not okay. My teeth is white. Yeah, they are. But it's about dental health. I split a nerve in the back on one of my teeth, so I have to get another root canal. I already had one that was bad. I have to get a root canal. And then I have to get an implant. Like, don't end up like me. Don't end up like me. Because a lot of times things look good, which is why we don't take care of them. Like, oh, I look good from the outside. Like, the inside's what matter.
Oh, she's lit. You like that? Yeah, you getting tall. Sit in there, sit down. Let's see. Yeah, sit right there. All right, there go both of you. All right, come on. Push both of them forward. Oh, snap. Bumper car, spin around, go around. Let me see if you go around. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, I ain't know it go backwards. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Huh? Yeah, don't worry about that. Come on. Oh, wow. Do one front forward and one backwards. See what happens. Oh, get down, get down. Yeah. I got you, Boo. I'm going to hit you later. Boo, I'm sorry. I got you. Hey, I'm going to hit you before I go to bed. Hey, light it up. Hey. Hey, hey, hey. Come back this way. Come here. Don't ride on the carpet. There you go. Come back this. There you go. Oh. Woo. It's bumper cars. Chin itching. Oh, it's going round and round. Hey. Oh, I see it. Look at that boy driving that thing. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. All right. Tie it up. You like that? When Storm get here, she gonna ride hers and you'll have yours. Yeah, come here. It's nice outside today. We're going outside today. We're going to stay outside until it get dark. All right, come here. Stand up. Let me look at see how tall you are. Let me see. Let me measure you. Measure yourself. Let's see how tall you are. Yeah, measure yourself. Huh? Yeah, measure yourself. See how tall you are. How tall you are?
41.
41? All right, let's see you measure yourself again.
I'm 42 now.
Huh?
I'm 42.
Are you 42?
Yes.
That's what you measuring?
Yes.
Oh. Come here. What y'all have for lunch at school?
We have hot dogs, beans,
What kind of beans?
beans.
Beans?
Yeah.
You had hot dogs and beans.
Yeah. And then we had fruits and salad.
Fruit and salad.
Yeah.
Did you eat your salad?
No,
Why?
because I don't like salad.
You don't like salad?
No. Next time, I don't like salad next time. And then I like.
You don't like salad next time?
No. And we drink white milk. We drink white beer.
You drink what?
We drink white milk. We drink white beer. Like,
You drink white milk
yeah, we drink.
and you had white bread.
Yeah.
And what kind of work y'all did at school? Because the only thing you tell me is what you ate.
We do no, homework and
Homework.
yeah, and then that's all.
All right, come in. Let me ask you a question. It's really important. Stand right here. What happened to Mimi car? You got it?
It's dead.
It's what?
It's dead.
Mimi car dead. That's why y'all in that other car.
Yeah.
What happened to her car?
The gas on that day, right in the window, right there, right this. It's maybe this big,
Yeah.
and then
So come. Now who car y'all in? So what happened to her car? What happened to the Jeep, Mimi car?
it's dead, and then
What's dead? The battery?
and then this dude like my speedboat, and
Who came to get the car?
the tow truck.
Wait a minute, that car wait a minute. No, I ain't know I did all that. What did you touch? So you supposed to drive it while the music going? The hell? Yeah, that's a bumper car. I got one for my granddaughter too. All right, come on, we're gonna go out. We're gonna take it outside where you want to scratch up my kitchen floor. Oh my God!
That makes so loud.
I don't turn it on and off. Oh, you want to take it outside?
I told you that's school.
Huh?
You press this button, it will go off.
Right. And the tow truck came and the tow truck came and the tow truck came and got me car. What the tow truck did, Grayson? What the tow truck? You saw it?
Yeah, it is.
What happened when the tow truck got there? What did it do?
It's going so fast and pick my name car up.
It picked the car up.
Yeah.
And what happened? And it took it off?
Yeah.
And you saw it?
Yeah.
Did the tow truck man wave at you? And you saw it lift it up there. He said, he lifted up. Yeah, he obsessed with cars and tow trucks. Did it have the siren lights on there?
The doors go open, and the back door is open.
And what's wrong with Mimi car?
It is dead.
It's dead.
Hey, oh man, I know you got a good word this morning.
Thank you, Rickey Smiley, for the blessing of Abraham. God is in the blessing business. And so whatever you're going through, whatever you're up against, however difficult your situation may be, just know that God is in the blessing business. As a matter of fact, this song, Donald Lawrence, lets us know that we are heirs to the blessing of Abraham. What does that mean? It means at least these things. Number one, it means that when you are an heir to the blessing of Abraham, that the possibilities in front of you are greater than the past that may be behind you. You see, when Abraham met God, God gave Abraham a promise, and the promise was, in spite of your past, you're going to have new possibilities. And that's a word I'm dropping in someone's life right now, and that is, yes, I know you have a past behind you that has tried to confine you and define you, but the good news is God has possibilities in front of you greater than the past behind you. Yes, God is going to bless you with possibilities that will blow your mind. The Bible says exceedingly abundantly above anything you can ask or imagine. And so that's the first good news. The good news is that God has possibilities that are in your future that are greater than any problems that have come from your past. But not only that, the blessing of Abraham lets you know that you are connected to the God of the impossible. There's nothing too hard for God. God can bring life where there has been death. God can bring good where there has been bad. You are connected to the God who can do anything but fail. God is what the Bible says, El Shaddai, which means that God is the almighty, sufficient, all-powerful God. You are connected to that kind of God. So if God can handle Abraham's situation, the question is there anything too hard for God? No, there's nothing too hard for God. Your haters, your hardship, the hell you're going through, it's not too hard for God. God can handle that situation. You are an heir to the blessing of Abraham. And finally, it lets you know that God is not done. God is not dead. God is up to something in your life, and that means God has a promise for your life, and the promise for your life is greater than the predicament that your life may be in right now. I love that right there. There's a promise that God has for you, that all things work together for good to those who love God. There's a promise that God has for you, that if God is for you, who can be against you? There's a promise that God has for you that no weapon formed against you shall prosper. So the good news is the promise that God has for you is greater than any predicament that you may be in right now. So go ahead, seize that promise. Go ahead, live, hold your head up high, knowing you have the blessing of Abraham on your life.
There it is, Pastor Haynes. Hey, senior pastor of Friendship West Missionary Baptist Church, Dallas, Texas. Love you, Pastor Haynes.
Love you, Ricky. Thank you.
News headlines, entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
11 minutes after the top of the hour. Yes, indeed, it's time for the front page. Eurro sitting in for Eva Marcille. What's going on there?
Hey there, Rock T. Here's a quick look at your headlines this morning. Opening arguments will begin today in Donald Trump's Senate impeachment trial. 6 Republicans decided to join Democrats to say that the trial is constitutional and it should move forward. Also in news, 1 person was killed and 4 others were injured in a shooting at a health clinic in Buffalo, Minnesota yesterday. A 67-year-old man was arrested for that. Police said that he was unhappy with the health care that he received at the clinic. And after announcing last June that it would stop using the Aunt Jemima name, Quaker Oats announced yesterday that the brand new name for the company is going to be Pearl Milling Company. That packaging is going to change in June. After that time, you can no longer get Aunt Jemima brand products. That's a quick look at what's going on in your headline news. Rock T, let them know what's going on in sports.
I got you, Euromika. Dallas Mavericks owner Mark Cuban decided to not play the national anthem before home games this year. He recognizes we are still in an emotional time right now in America and doesn't think this is an issue of disrespecting the flag or our country. It's more of a supporting the players and reflection of their how they feel about the country and letting them express themselves in their hearts. So big up for Mark Cuban for allowing his players to express themselves the way they see fit. 7-time Grand Slam champion Venus Williams suffered a right ankle injury and lost in the second round at the Australian Open yesterday. But little sister Serena, she wins her match in straight sets and advanced to the third round. NFL running back Adrian Peterson, he's putting his bid out there. He wants to play with quarterback Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Who doesn't want to play with Tom Brady, man? He's slated to be a free agent after his first year with the Detroit Lions. I'm talking about Adrian Peterson. He's 35 years old. He figured, listen, I still got something left in the tank. Brady's 43. I'm 35. Why not? Brady's a whole nother animal, man. It is what it is, so we'll see what happens. That's what I got for sports right now. Gary with the T. What's up there, Pimpin'?
All right, y'all. The prayer warriors are being solicited, y'all, for Sierra, y'all. We are praying hard for Sierra, y'all. Now, it's being reported now. This is a rumor, but they're saying, y'all, that Sierra and her husband, Mr. Russell Wilson, may be filing for divorce. This is what people are saying. Because they're saying, y'all, that Sierra is complaining, and they're saying Russell is even complaining, y'all, about, he said, y'all, Tuesday, he spoke about, he's frustrated, y'all, by the amount of times he has been hit. And he expressed, y'all, his desire to be more involved with the team's personal decision. Now, they're saying, y'all, a rumor that Sierra tired of him coming home all broke down and beat down, honey, stuff like that.
No, Gary.
And they're saying, like, any player, y'all, they say, honey, like any player, he said, you never, honey, want to get hit. And this is what Russell is saying, y'all. He said he is tired of the reality of what's going on with him. He said, but at the same time, he said it's part of the job, and he knows that. He said, but he thinks that the reality is that he's definitely been hit. He said, I have been sacked almost 400 times. He said, so we've got to get better. He said, we got to find a way to get better. And I know Sierra is tired of her man coming home beat her, and Future was never coming home beat down and broke down like this man is coming home, honey. And she's tired of it. But Rocky, you sat here on this radio and lied and said that this man, that quarterbacks don't get hit. This man is complaining about being hit.
I'm saying that the new rules in the NFL protects the quarterback more. Like, it's not like
they ain't protecting Russell.
Hey, what he's saying is they need to tighten up their offensive line. That's what he's saying. He needs a better offensive line to protect him.
Well, because, honey, she is tired of that man coming home being broke down and stuff like that. And he can't perform like Future did, allegedly.
They have a great relationship, Gary. I'm sure she takes care of him in every way he needs to be taken care of.
Well, Brad, why he complaining? Why he complaining of being hit and beaten, broke down like that?
Well, maybe he's tired of getting hit, but it don't have nothing to do with Sierra, Gary.
Yes, it does. That's her husband, honey. That man can't come home and perform and provide for her like Future did. So, honey, she tired of that.
Oh, my God.
So we got to pray. Oh, my God. I feel so sorry for Russell, honey. And, you know, Russell made Black History. Did y'all know about that?
That's awesome. What happened?
They say he made Black History because they say he was the first black man to leave a white woman and marry a black woman.
Man. Story, man.
Please, Gary. Come on now.
I'm just telling y'all what they said, boo. All right.
We wish that couple the best.
Oh, we do. And we do, Brad. We
love
them, so we wish them the best, y'all. Ooh. But the color today, honey, is one of my favorite colors. My color today, y'all, is tourmaline. On the high end, you say tourmaline, and on the low end, you say beautiful pink. That's your color for today. Brad, what you got coming up in the hot spot?
Coming up next, one of our favorite people is headed to Netflix for a new series. I'm going to tell you who it is in the hot spot. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Smiley Morning.
The hot spot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and that's hot.
You can catch me at the hot spot.
It's the BR18.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, it is time for the hot spot. What up, Brat?
This hotspot is brought to you by the 6-part series that reveals the 5 untold stories of rap's most notorious kingmakers and how America's streets helped shape the hip-hop culture. Hip Hop Uncovered premieres Friday, February 12th at 9 p.m. on FX and streams next day on FX Hulu. Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat, and this is the hotspot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into this thing. Our favorite first lady, y'all, Michelle Obama, is coming to Netflix with a couple of new friends. Yesterday it was announced that this upcoming children's series produced and starring the former First Lady alongside a couple of friendly puppets will arrive on March 16th. Executive produced by Michelle Obama and former President Barack Obama, Waffles and Mochi is a 10-episode food series and it's designed to encourage kids to eat healthy. Waffles and Mochi is an exciting invitation to get kids and grown-ups cooking together in the kitchen and connecting to cultures around the globe. It will be the latest release from Barack and Michelle's production company, Higher Ground Productions, which has a slate of projects at Netflix, including previously released films, American Factory, Crip Camp, and Becoming. That's going to be dope. Congratulations to them for just not stopping at being the president and the first lady. You know what I'm saying? That's awesome. All right, y'all, moving on. R. Kelly's racketeering trial has been pushed back till April. According to a report from the Chicago Tribune on Tuesday, his case was supposed to appear before a jury in Brooklyn, New York. It's been delayed for a 4th time, though, due to COVID-19. Now, the trial was scheduled for April 7th, and the charges he's accused for running a criminal enterprise that recruited women and underage girls for illegal sex, later isolating and threatening them to maintain control over them. Now, the U.S. District Judge says holding a jury trial amid the pandemic isn't realistic, but for now, that is the date, and they will put that on the calendar. He also has a court date scheduled for Chicago, y'all, in September for numerous sex abuse-related charges. He faces felony criminal sexual charges in Chicago as well. Whew, Lord have mercy. All right, y'all. Yeah, ain't nothing to say, but Lord have mercy. We praying.
Like Gary said, we got to pray.
We got to pray just to make it today. We got to keep the prayer warriors solicited, right, Gary?
Yes, Lord, yes.
All right, last but not least, y'all, the late Nipsey Hussle and Jay-Z got a collaboration coming out on the soundtrack for the upcoming film, Judas and the Black Messiah. The song is titled What It Feels Like, and it's the first joint effort between the late rapper and Jay-Z. Now, it's unclear when the song was recorded and if it was done prior to Nipsey's untimely death in 2019, but I cannot wait to hear it because they are two great MCs. All right, y'all, that's going to wrap up the hot spot right there. Coming up next, we got Rock T's HBCUKnow, and want y'all hit us up for them wake-up calls at 866-9-RICKY. That's 1-866-9-RICKEY. The time now is 26 minutes before the top of the hour. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Dr. Collier, good morning.
Good morning, Rickey Smiley. We here with your coronavirus update. Good morning to all the Rickey Smiley Morning Show crew. And we just want to give some good information to the people that are listening. Now, the B117 strain. That's the variant strain that was first detected in the United Kingdom. It's now been spotted in 33 states in the United States. The most prominent and the most concerned is Florida, because it is rapidly becoming the dominant strain there. And you say, why does this matter? Why is this important? Well, people infected with this variant have a higher viral load, so the infection is more potent, which means that when they cough or sneeze, they're kicking out more virus and they're spreading it more easily. It's also beginning to look like this is more virulent as well, meaning it causes worse infections in individuals. Now, the AstraZeneca vaccine was shown to have minimal effect against the South African variant. The B11 strain is the UK variant. And so they actually were about to roll out 1 million doses there, and they're holding back on them, trying to decide what to do, or whether to immunize their population with a different vaccine, or whether to give them that vaccine and possibly give them 2 doses or even a 3rd dose. So one other thing, Ricky, now, so we know the way to reach herd immunity is to immunize the entire population. Okay, so one of the things that have not been done, the virus was not available for people under 18 years old. Moderna virus is now starting a study in children aged 12 to 17. And after that study, then hopefully it will be available for children, or those are adolescents as well. And so we can get more people immunized and we can more rapidly approach herd immunity. Again, the threshold for herd immunity is between 60 and 90% of the population who have antibodies. and the countdown has already begun in the United States. But we have to be cognizant again. And I finally heard somebody else say this, Ricky. That the antibody count is for people who have gotten the disease and recovered from it, as well as those people that have been vaccinated. So we can't just count people that have been vaccinated, because the disease is still way ahead of that in the population. So we're going to have that. That's the only positive thing about so many people being infected, that it's going to help us reach herd immunity more quickly.
Right. You on with Dr. Collier? Good morning.
Good morning. I wanted to ask about black women that suffer with lupus. What is your recommendation for taking the vaccination? And would you recommend Moderna versus the Pfizer?
Okay, the Moderna vaccine, one, is more potent, and that's why people oftentimes will complain of more adverse events like sore arm, fever, body aches, etc., because it has more of the mRNA in it than the Pfizer vaccine. But both of them both have 85, 95% efficacy. So I would say go with either one that is available to you. Lupus is an autoimmune disease, and technically, they are not saying there's any reason not to get it, but I would consult my primary care physician or my rheumatologist to determine where you are in your stage of lupus. Lupus is well controlled on some of the medications, including one of the things that they're using is the medication that the president was touting, and that you're already on it, so it helps, and it could help possibly with that. So we are saying that you need to check with your physician, but if your lupus is stable, then they're recommending that you get the vaccine.
All right, Dr. Carney, let us know how you can be reached.
I can be reached on all social media at AskASK Dr. MJ, and tonight at 7 p.m. I will be doing my Facebook Live. We're going to talk about all the benefits of boosting your immune system, as well as getting that corona 15 pounds off of you. We're going to talk about lipo drops and weight loss technology.
There it is. All right, y'all, come on, real quick, the disclaimer, Dr. Collier.
Okay, these are the opinions of Dr. MJ Collier, not those of Rickey Smiley, the Rickey Smiley Morning Show, or its radio affiliates across the country.
Now you know.
And if you don't know, now you know.
HBCUKnow.
Oh, yeah, it's about that time, ladies and gentlemen. HBCUKnow. You already know we're going to highlight, showcase, and put a spotlight on our heroes and sheroes that attended or currently attend our historically black colleges and universities. Oh, I got to turn my hat backwards for this one. We going to Grambling State University, established in 1901, home of the Black and Gold Tigers, also home of the world-famed Tiger Marching Band. Let's talk about one of the greatest of all times, head coach Eddie Robinson. He coached 56 years, all of those years with GSU. He was even there before Grambling State University was called Grambling State University. Recognized by many college football experts as one of the greatest coaches in history, built Grambling into a small college powerhouse. To date, he has the third most victories in college football history, 408. More than 200 of his players went on to play in the NFL, AFL, and the Canadian Football League. He won 9 black college football national championships. He was inducted into the College Football Hall of Fame in 1997. And oh, by the way, he has so many honors and accolades, they had to build a museum to share his greatness with the world. The Eddie G. Robinson Museum, which opened in 2010 on the campus of GSU. Coach Eddie G. Robinson, in my opinion, the greatest of all time. If you didn't know, now you know. If you want me to highlight your favorite HBCU, hit me up on my social media platforms at Rock T Holla. Let's get it.
HBCUKnow.
They call me Can Man.
Okay.
All right.
What's your real name?
Ozell Gary.
Okay, will you spell your first real name?
Huh?
Spell your first last name.
You can't read? My name is Ozell Gary.
Can I get you to spell your name for me, please?
O-Z-E-A-A, I just told you.
Okay, will you spell your last name?
J-R-Y. Okay.
So were you here yesterday when the storm came?
Well, no, I wasn't here.
Okay.
I wasn't here.
Okay.
So I was right around town, and I went by Stark. You know what I'm talking Stark? Okay, it's a friend of mine saw them guys would do work on lights. They was eating happy. Still doing the work on the lights. They up there eating. Black neighborhood, no light. I got my truck. All the white neighborhood was lit up. See what I'm talking about? This is Mississippi. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm talking about? There it is now. 35 years I thought it was going to change. Ain't changed the same damn thing. Same thing. And I said, I'm about ready to get the hell out of here. They restless. They precious. They every damn thing. You see what I'm talking about? They look in your face, smile. They don't mean no damn good. They ain't no damn good. I tell them to the face. They ain't no damn good.
Well, let's talk more about the storm. You guys are without power?
But that's God's work. God's work. God just showing them that He the boss. They think they own the world. They don't own themselves. God own them. God can pop their finger and they be dead. Okay, but God give them a change. Thought they might change. But they ain't going to change. Ain't nothing going to change. They damn but death.
Do you have anything else about the storm?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I just told that's God's word.
But that's what we're doing the story on.
Well, yeah, but I was just saying.
No, I know.
They ain't gonna never change. Ain't nothing gonna change. But death. I'm not gonna say it all I gotta say.
No, I know.
A lot of people like to hold back, but I don't hold back nothing. Right. I take just like it is. My mama made me to say it, but I don't say don't hold back nothing. I'm getting the hell out of here. I ain't gonna stay here.
I ain't got nothing to do with the storm at all. They over there eating.
Hell, they eat.
Hold it! Half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
Gary, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Wednesday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Everybody's talking about the show. It aired last night. Basketball Wives, y'all. It's the show where Shawnee O'Neal, the beautiful ex-wife of Shaquille O'Neal, honey, produces the show. And, you know, they were saying the show was a good show. You know, she's saying that it was not going to be like it used to be with all the fighting and carrying on. She said they still may have a little bit of some things going on there. But she said it's going to be about the ladies having a great time. They're filming in a beautiful mansion in Southern California. And, you know, it seems like it's going to be a good show, so we can't wait to watch next week's show and just see how the wonderful ladies turn out. Some of the girls are going to be back from previous, like Evelyn Lozado and some of the other girls. But what people are also talking about with Shawnee is, did y'all hear that Shawnee O'Neal said y'all that she is rooting, honey, for her ex-husband Shaquille O'Neal to remarry? And she said she'll be there, honey, to see him walk down the aisle.
That's a great friendship, Gary. Yeah, that sounds like a great friendship.
Yeah, she said, quote, when I see Shaq with a new woman, honey, she said, I'll be like, ooh, honey, is this the one? She said, please let this be the one, honey. She said, like, girl, stick in there, honey. You got this. She said she just can't wait for that to happen. And, you know, I think that's a good thing. She said that she's talking about supporting her ex-husband, Shaquille O'Neal, and his new relationships. And she also said, quote, we have talked about it, and we would, honey, be at each other's wedding. She said the couple, you know, they share 4 children together and what have you. They married in 2002, and they separated in 2007, and they divorced out in 2009. But also what we're talking about, too, was said, they're saying that maybe the kids won't be able to get their snacks. Or did y'all hear the shocking news that Shaquille's his donut shop burned down last night?
Wait a minute, he owned the one on Punts?
Yeah, Krispy Kreme. That was
he always owned that. Gary, you know I went. That's the only.
I know.
I went to 2 Krispy Kremes, the one on First Avenue in Birmingham, and the one on Punts. Yes, I always, man. Beyonce sent me the video. You know, because the guy cut my hair right across the street.
Yep. Right. Yeah, well, honey, those girls, somebody was not. I don't know if they was making the donuts wrong or what it was, but honey, it burned.
Somebody must have left that hot grease thing on.
And they had 2 people in there. They ran out of there, so I guess they left the donuts cooking or whatever, trying to get out of there. But nevertheless, it was for Shaq. It was his place, and so we're gonna see if he's gonna be there today to make sure that everything goes.
Man, I hope they rebuild it bigger and better, because that anybody ever went to that donut?
On Ponce. Yeah. That's one of the best ones.
Right across from that. What's that restaurant, Gary? You like
Mary Max? And Mary Max dressed in black.
Mary Max. Yeah,
right.
Mary Max.
Yeah. So, yep. So, we're going to see how this all turned out, y'all. But that's good that Shaq and Shawnee, you know, they still have love for one another and whatever. I wonder if she's co-owner of it or not, but nevertheless, they said he owns it. So, there you have that. All right, moving on in other celebrity news, y'all, honey. Okay, Kim Kardashian, y'all, she's very upset, y'all. She said, honey, please, y'all, stop saying that her daughter, North West, did not paint the picture that she said she painted. Now, it's a painted, honey. Rickey, this painting look like it's of a grown person that painted that picture, honey. And Kim Kardashian said, honey, her child painted that picture. And people like, girl, for real. They like, stop lying. But she said her kids taking art class together, honey.
Come on
they
now.
do art. So I'm like, all right now. She said both girls are in art class together and leaning, honey, and learning oil painting techniques from an instructor. So she said,
people
so stop.
get into it about everything.
Everything. Why would she lie about that?
I don't care what you put up on the internet. Somebody with a smart mouth is going to sit there and just have something negative.
Pick it apart. Right.
Yeah. She said, it's people like you who keep a child or keep children from dreaming big or reaching their fullest potential. Unquote. But you got to see that picture. Now, Brad, you saw that picture. Y'all know that picture.
I haven't seen the picture, but, you know, if she didn't do it, why would Kim lie about it? Knowing that she can get backlash anyway, or whoever really helped paint it might say something. If that's the truth, I think she did it. Get this child some credit. She probably been doing art since she was a baby.
Right. How old is the baby?
7.
I mean, it's a possibility. You
At 7 years old, you'd be amazed how great these artists are. My daughter is 7, and there are pictures she's drawn that you would not believe she drew. So I believe it was Norse. Let it be, Gary.
You got kids younger than that can play a full Hammond organ.
And the drums.
Absolutely. Bass guitar. Come on now.
Okay. Come on now.
Well, she said she didn't do that tape, too.
I can do things.
The color of the day, honey. She said she didn't do that tape, honey. Well, I mean,
she never said she didn't do that tape. That's clearly her.
She said she didn't release it. We know she released it. Her mama released that tape. That's how they
Ray
got
J
rich.
supposedly oh my God.
Ray J broke. She rich. The color of the day, honey, is one of my favorite colors. My color of the day, y'all, is tourmaline. On the high end, you say tourmaline, and on the low end, you say beautiful pink. That's your color for today.
Y'all give it up for Gary with the team. All right, y'all, the time for the wake-up call.
Wake it up.
8669 Rickey. Come on.
Hit us up. Wake up. It's time to get yourself together. Cause he woke you up this morning, slid you in your house shoes, so it would be better. Wake up. Encourage each other and be productive. The Rickey Smiley Morning Show, wanna know where you calling from, so come on and tell us and just wake up.
Good morning, Rodney Butler. Hold that thing in the road on that 20. Keep baby girls safe on the way to school. Wake up.
I want to wake up Free Taylor. This is Tanya Taylor, and wake up.
Good morning. This is Yvette calling from Baton Rouge. I am a mail carrier, and I would like to wake up all the mail carriers and tell them to get out there because those people are still looking for their stimulus checks. Wake up.
Yo, this is Babylon calling from the Queen City. I would like to wake up the Brat. Shoot that to the loud and doo. That means I love you, girl.
Wake up.
Hey.
Come on. Birmingham, wake up. Oklahoma, wake up. Wake up. St. Louisville, wake up. New Orleans, wake up. Memphis, wake up.
Hey, appreciate it, Brat.
You welcome, Rickey.
Ladies and gentlemen, our favorite grandmama is in the building, Miss Bernice Jenkins.
That old account was lost long ago, down on my knees. Long ago, I settled it all, and the old account was settled long ago. Hallelujah. And the record lives today. Oh, he washed my sins away. And the old account was settled long ago. Oh.
Yeah. Amen.
Yeah. Jane, I don't have the church announcement. I downloaded and I don't have them. Look at him. They really ain't on here. This is the same one. The devil is alive. No, they ain't in there. Hold on, the devil done got in your computer.
Oh, Lord. Miss Bernice?
Let me start it over.
Okay.
Yeah, because now they got me, these ones right here is on paper, but the other ones right here on the computer, but I don't know how to turn it on.
That power button.
The what?
The power button. It's the little circle with the line down the middle.
Yeah.
Satan busy this morning.
It ain't on here. I'm sorry. I don't have any. Well, I got one.
Come on.
The senior choir died. I remember that.
Oh, the whole choir?
The whole choir?
Even the last one of them. So they don't have caskets. They're gonna prop them all up in the choir stand with their choir robes on. And congratulations to Sister Williams, her daughter Briasha. You know Briasha Janey?
Yeah.
She had her baby yesterday, and it's a boy. And Briasha said his daddy either just won the Super Bowl or might be playing in the NBA All-Star game, because she admits she been getting around between a few of the athletes. But either way, whoever it is, they're gonna have some money coming in their family. Any members that's constipated, any members that's constipated need to meet downstairs in the Bible study classroom for a special prayer of deliverance and release. Black coffee, bananas, and prune juice will be served. If you're really trying to unleash Satan's presence from your insides.
Oh, Jesus. The lethal combination. Jesus.
Homegoing celebration on Saturday for head usher Percy Flowers. You know Percy Flowers, don't you, Janie?
Yeah.
He got called home on Monday. He was 89. Percy, yeah, he suffered from severe razor bumps, spider veins, dilated pupils, foot glaucoma, arthritis, and neck warts. But Janet, that ain't what killed him.
What killed him?
Well, you know, he was a Q dog, and some of his frat brothers took him to Olive Garden, and one of them bet him $50 he couldn't swallow a whole breadstick without chewing. And he tried it and choked himself to death right there at the table, and everybody was laughing because they thought he was playing. And then Atomic Dog came on, and everybody started setting out a hop except him. That concludes our church announcement. Jane. I'll call you later.
There it is. Blake's on the where you at, man? What's up? What you need?
Man, I'm trying to get up.
What you mean?
Hold on, Shawty. I gotta talk quiet, Shawty. A big old woman on me, Shawty. You know, I came over my mama friend, had me Betty yesterday last night.
Yeah.
She gonna tell me she need me to come over here and change her filter out in her up in her vents.
Yeah.
You already know what happened, Shawty. She been drinking that brown, Shawty. You already know what happened when she get drunk.
You hit it, Blake's on.
Shawty, her big ass sleep on me right now. She got a leg on me, Shawty, and I'm scared to move it.
Yeah, you gonna wake up if you move, dog.
Yeah, she sleep with her pistol. She sleep with her pistol under her pillow.
Yeah, but what about your job though?
Shawty, I told her I had to come to work in the morning, Shawty, but she dead ass sleep. So, Shawty, you need to call. I'm gonna give you her phone number, Shawty. Call her phone, and maybe she'll wake up and move her leg. Cause her leg on me. Shawty.
How heavy is her leg, Blake, Tony?
Shawty, it feel like a car. It feel like a leg up under a car.
Like a Dodge Prius?
Like a Nissan, like one of them little Nissan Versa.
And she snoring, shout. Her breast on the side of my head, shout, and it's real heavy.
What?
Her breast is.
Oh God. Yeah, dog. Yeah,
her bra stank, shout.
Oh man, yeah. Take the day off, Black Tony. Take the day off. Take the day off, dog. You might have coronavirus. No, dog. We good. Just take the day off, man. We'll see you tomorrow. No, we'll see you tomorrow. No, we'll see you tomorrow, dog.
Hold it. He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the team. It's Gary, baby.
All right, y'all. Rick's Bottom Morning Show. 5 minutes after the hour, y'all. This segment's being brought to you by AARP. That's right, Black History Month, and all year long. Join AARP in celebrating this joy supreme at aarp.org/Black Community and on Facebook.com/AARP Black Community. What up, Gary?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Wednesday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. They're saying he's playing the song in his mind. Set me free, why don't you, baby? Alex Rodriguez, y'all. We all know Alex Rodriguez. He's the boyfriend of Jennifer Lopez. Well, everybody's talking about him, saying how they just look so unbothered at the Super Bowl on Sunday. But they're saying that the couple attended the big game, y'all, days after the news broke, y'all, that Alex had a brief, listen to this, y'all, emotional Zoom fling with that Southern Charm star baby Miss Madison LaCroix. Now they're saying Jennifer Lopez said that, you know, honey, she missed it, and she revealed how she and the former Yankee star prioritized their relationship last year because they went to therapy. She said, quote, I miss being creative and running on 150, she says, of the quarantine, y'all, due to COVID-19. But Alex, of all people, was like, oh, I love it. He said, I love being at home. I love doing my Zoom, honey. He said, I love knowing the kids are there and you're there all the time, unquote. He loved being on Zoom, honey, and then cheated on poor Jennifer Lopez. But they say she going to therapy with him, and she confessed, y'all, that, you know, that they trying to work things out or what have you. But a lot of people saying, y'all, they're not even a good couple. They may look cute together, but they say Jennifer Lopez is very boring. And Alex, honey, would rather be with a Southern Charmer. Evidently, she's boring if he's cheating on her emotionally.
He's not cheating on her. This is not happening like right now. And it was a conversation.
I don't care. She didn't know about it. Jennifer didn't know she was having a conversation.
Emotional cheating is cheating?
What you say?
You don't think emotional cheating still constitutes cheating? Like it has to be actual physical?
No, it don't have to actually be physical, but this is they beyond this, okay? Things happen.
Evidently not.
What? I think so.
Eva, that's a good question. What is emotional? Give me an example of emotional.
You see, okay,
cheating.
so this is the way I set it up, Ricky, because everybody does their stuff different. So this is what I do. Anything that I would not do in front of my husband is inappropriate. So if I wouldn't send a certain type of a text, or if I wouldn't have a certain conversation, if I wouldn't sit in a certain space, if my husband was there, then I shouldn't do it at all. And to me, that all constitutes cheating. So to each its own. But if you're having long, lengthy, emotional conversations on the phone, that's cheating.
Sure is.
Period.
Really?
Yes. That is.
And I would rather you have a quickie, one and done, and leave her alone and forget her name than to actually be buying wine and did you call me back and don't do all that. That's
talking
too
to
much.
talking to Big Booty Terry on FaceTime like I did last night was wrong.
If you with somebody,
well, you ain't with nobody.
I mean, when she laying in the bed, you can see her booty in the background.
It don't matter.
She FaceTiming you, but you like, what is that? I thought she was like in between some mountains.
But anyway, child, it's a sad thing. I feel so sorry for poor Jennifer Lopez. But then, you know, they're saying,
well, if he's talking about it, Gary, they obviously are past it and has dealt with it, and they okay, right?
He ain't talking about it, honey. The press is talking about it. He ain't talking about it, honey. He was thought he was.
You don't think him and J-Lo have talked about this, and they still together, right? They still together, right?
Well, we don't know they still together. We just know he could be at his mansion and she at her.
2 days ago together.
They are still together, Gary. People go through things and they make it through. Everybody is.
Let me ask you this, because Gary, you have been pretty right about a lot of stuff. Are they going to make it or not?
Brat, Eva,
right?
He asked you.
Oh, yeah, to me. Hell no, they not gonna make it. Hell, they ain't gonna make it.
Oh my God! You know I hate when you do this, because every time you do this, they eventually break up.
They ain't gonna make it. Right now we gotta have faith.
Everything to do with Kanye and Kim breaking up. You have something.
Me too, Ricky.
You put the spirits out there. You throw the spirits out there. The spirits The spirit, Shundo.
It's just an obvious thing, honey. They just like what they see and stuff, but they not gonna be together. The chase versus the conquer. He chased her and he conquered her, and now honey, like, hell, she ain't what I thought she was. So let me just throw her back and go to the next one. That's what that is.
Like that. Like people be in love. Look at Rock T and Crystal. Aren't you hopeful?
Man, but they poor. They don't. It's different. You know, when people ain't got no money, they gotta stay together. The cologne today, honey, is tourmaline. On the high end, you say tourmaline. On the low end, you say
never let your opponent see your next move.
But I swear you ain't gonna sit there.
I got you.
You ain't gonna even sit up here and try to make it seem like they're a scene from The Color Purple. Like Rock T.
Leave them alone, Gary.
You've been on my mind. So shake your shimmy, sister. Honey, the show is doing fine.
Oh God, boy, y'all do this every morning, man. I'm getting tired of this job. I can't do this, man. All right, Gary, you give us a color.
Yeah, I gave the color tourmaline on the high and pink on the low.
Today.
Speak to me.
Y'all give it up for Gary with the T.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
It's the front page news.
It's what's trending now.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, we're talking about it's 14 minutes after the hour, y'all. Have you heard about the 40-year-old Louisiana teacher and her Gorilla Glue hairdo? Roxy, you said she needed to put what in her hair to get it out?
Some goof off.
I never heard.
Wait a minute, are you serious?
Did that work?
Are you serious, Kim?
No.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
According to TMZ, she used the goof off and she was able to get it loose enough to cut the ponytail off.
So Rock T said it on the radio yesterday that she needed to use some goof off, and she used it, and now she could get her ponytail off.
Well, what about her edges? Are her edges still there?
Did she put the glue in the edges too?
Whole head.
Because that matters. Because the way she had it slicked down, Rick, if you notice, because it started with the got-to-be glue. So she had a little bit of got-to-be glue left, which is a normal gel people use for their hair that keeps your hair down. But she had ran out of the got-to-be glue. So then she sprayed on the Gorilla Glue on top of the got-to-be glue. So that's how we got cement hard. But her baby hairs were intact. So I just want to know, are they still there or not?
Well, I'm sure the baby hair didn't, the edges didn't survive that.
Oh yeah,
edges
was like
edges can't survive edges can't survive jam. Edges can't survive pre-con gel. Edges can't survive. Edges is having edges is fighting against weave, wigs, alopecia, everything.
Braids, everything.
Braids, edges is hard, man. Edges is having a real hard time in life or whatever. Yeah. So after posting a video on TikTok, Tessica Brown went viral because after running out her normal hairspray, she decided to use the industrial strength adhesive Gorilla Glue as a substitute. So her hair been stuck and slicked back in a ponytail for about a month. And even after washing it dozens of times and going to the ER for help, Tessica admits that it was a bad idea, but insists that she did not post the video, as a stunt. So I want to know what dumb thing everybody else has done. Get at me right now. The phone lines are wide open. 866-9-RICKY, 866-9-RICKEY. Call me now, Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
It's the front page news.
It's what's trending now.
All right, y'all. Listen, man. So what we're talking about, this lady, Tessica Brown, posted a video that went viral because after running out of her normal hairspray, she decided to use the industrial strength adhesive Gorilla Glue as a substitute. And her hair been kind of stuck and slicked back in a ponytail for about a month. like some of y'all that's listening right now, but you just didn't use the Gorilla Glue, but it's time. All that new growth up under there. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all hair feel like some Easter basket grass. So, Jessica admitted that it was a bad idea, but insists that she did not post the video as a stunt. Take a listen.
Some people out there saying, oh, well, she did this for clout. I wouldn't have never put this on my head. Oh, well, let's see how many followers I get. Never. I put it on social media to get help. That was it. That was it. I didn't think for 1 second I'm going to get up the next morning and that many people have looked at this. Never thought it was going to get this far. Then they started talking about the whole GoFundMe. After we started reading up on what this could do to my hair, we made the GoFundMe for me to get wigs for after this is all over. I would never do something like this on purpose.
Everybody was donating wigs, though. Even Portia. Everybody I know that has anything to do with hair care, wigs, hair, everybody was donating wigs. So the GoFundMe, it might have been for a little more than some wigs, but whatever.
What grade teacher is she? She's somebody's teacher.
That was the first I heard that.
I'm sorry, y'all know. I'm just keeping it as real as I can because I just don't understand. That was her best decision. That's how she decides to do things: is put glue on her head and then go teach our children.
And my great grandmama called me early this morning talking about what happened to Just Hilarious hair. I said that was not just hilarious. Where is the last? All right, y'all get at me. 866-9 Ricky. 866
La la Milan, Ricky.
What are some of the dumb things y'all have done? Get at me, 866-9 Ricky. Let's go to the phone. Brat, Eva, y'all start first. What's some of the dumb things before I go to the phone? What's some dumb things y'all have done? Y'all have done.
Put some crazy glue on my finger and stuck it together.
Oh God!
And it definitely tore the skin off of both fingers. So yes.
Wow.
The dumbest thing I did was I put my finger in. You remember how when we were kids, you used to have the pencil sharpeners on the wall. You used to have to turn the knob to sharpen the pencil. Well, my neighbor got the new pencil sharpener, the kind that you just put the pencil in and it just goes zit, zit, zit. So I decided to put my finger in there, and that wasn't a good idea.
Oh, no. Special K.
Yeah. I ain't never done nothing that hurt me, but I did rub my whole body down with conditioner in the hotel one time. I thought it was lotion. I had to take another shower. That's about it.
Gary?
Yeah. Well, I was listening to some of my neighbors there. I put regular gas in a premium gas tank. I thought they were talking about gas is gas. And I didn't hardly have that much money. And hell, there was no gas is gas.
Your car went cut off. Cut off.
And it puttered. It puttered. Yes, it knocked. Listen to that. Stupid. I never do that again.
Gary.
Gas ain't gas.
You got to the movies, your car was cut off.
Baby, she would turn off. I'm like that. But some people say that gas is gas, but I guess it's not. Hell, I never do that again. What'd you say, Roger?
You sound like a diesel.
Your car kept chuckling back at you like,
yeah, I was so damn mad.
Get out and walked away, car.
Yeah, why your car got to be a Shino?
Because it is.
He said she would cut off.
Yeah, I'm like, well, I'll be damn and listening to them. I never do that a doggone again.
Hey, Rock, what did he say when he cut it off?
Just laughing, chuckling at you like, ha, ha,
ha. As he was walking away, what did he say?
Gary keeps stopping like, ha, ha, ha.
Go on.
Chuckling.
Oh, man, y'all killing me. Oh, Lord, please stop. Don't do it no more. Don't do it no more. Man, my heart about to stop me. What did he say, right? Oh, Jesus. Help me, Lord. Oh, Lord, my stomach hurts. All right, wait a minute. Let's go. Okay, Brett, y'all chill out. Okay, I'm crying. All right, let's go to the phone. Call me right now. 866-9 Ricky. 866-9 RICKEY. Good morning.
Hey, the dumbest thing I ever did, I used to build model cars when I was younger. All the boys did that, and I was using super glue, and I touched my eyelid by mistake and glued it shut, and then I glued the other one shut trying to get it loose.
All right, so listen, when I was in college, right, I had got banned from campus.
So, my dumb ass, coming back from a party, I decided I want to jump over the fence. Well, the fence had one of those, like, spike joints on it. In the rain, I slipped on that, got my foot caught on the fence, foot split wide open.
The dumbest thing I ever made that I regret was I passed gas in church.
The dumbest thing I've ever done was let my Asian homegirl arch my eyebrows, and she shaved my eyebrows completely off. That was a big mistake, and I'll never let her touch them again, ever in life.
Miss Lee, what do you think about it? Do you think that comment was offensive, Miss Lee? Miss Lee, because I know you do nails, Miss Lee, but what about that?
I was told not to talk anymore. I don't want to be on your show, Rickey Smiley. I don't.
Why?
I was told we get in trouble when I talk. I want to get you in trouble. I know it may look good for you, but I don't want to. Okay, don't talk to me. We get trouble. I don't want no trouble, okay? You break, you buy. I know I don't do.
Somebody got offended?
Oh, people get offended all the time. I cannot help who I am or what I do. I do not for you. I do know for you. I got good deal, $29.99 Valentine's Day special for you. For you and your mate, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, him and her and her, everybody, Valentine's Day. I make nail look good for you. Make look good for you.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, that was Outkast right there. 12 before the top of the hour, y'all. Quaker Oats is releasing a new name and logo for its Aunt Jemima product, finally retiring the racist stereotype that has represented its pancake and mixes and syrups for decades. So, listen, it's going to be replaced with the Pearl Milling Company name and logo on the former brand new packaging. How do you feel about it? What do y'all think?
I'm here for it.
Actually thought about it.
This is her real name, right, Ricky? This is the lady's company who was on the box originally?
No, not at all. I don't think so. I think that's the name of the company that started making the product, of course. I mean, I understand where the racial, thing came from, imitating blackface back in the day. But we've all grew up with the Aunt Jemima brand, so I think they should do both. I think they should keep her face on there along with changing the name Pearl Milling Company.
I think they should also make sure that her estate or somebody gets the money because they've been using
I never thought about race when I was eating the syrup.
Never. Now the thing about it is, I'm just saying, I think they should move on from that because we're in a different time now, and I don't think that's a good idea. But what I would say, there is a black woman that makes some good ass syrup called Michelle's out of Chicago. You can order it on Amazon.
Okay.
And so I go to Amazon. As a matter of fact, I used to use the Aunt Jemima butter rich syrup, but Michelle got butter pecan syrup and she got original syrup, and it is freaking good. And I swear, when you dip that damn corn dog pancake sausage thing that I turned Eva on and Brat on too, y'all didn't know nothing about them damn pancake and sausage corn dog stick until y'all start working the morning show, because we have them every morning during the mix.
Packed, yep.
I'm talking about for packed in that with that in them damn Stover chicken and turkey pot pies. But
the one cool thing about the new packaging, they did take her face off of it, but it's the exact same color. And you know how we are as a people. As long as the packaging look the same, we gonna go and snatch it. Like if you change the color of a Jiffy box, then we not gonna know it's Jiffy. But if you change the name and keep the color, we'll know what it is. So it's the same exact color.
I tell you what, if you order enough of Michelle's syrup or whatever, you'll see her syrup everywhere. And I bet you when you see her face on there, because it's Miss Michelle's face on there, and you know that she made the syrup, different flavor syrups or whatever, and you'll be proud to buy it because I ordered off Amazon. Every time I get down to 2 bottles, I go ahead and go on Amazon and I order me 2. And I'm talking about you have it like within 3 days. And I am so happy. And I wish she would just come out with a bigger bottle or whatever. And I'm sure she would, because she's just starting out. But when I tell you something, man, I love black excellence and black professionalism. It's her time. Even if you like Aunt Jemima, I love the taste of Aunt Jemima butter rich syrup or whatever. It is just time to make a change. I gave her enough money, enough business my whole life, and I think I'm going to close these next few years, the rest of my life, out with Michelle's, because she's a black woman that hustled in Chicago with all of her products or whatever, and I'm going to buy it and let my body and my mind and my brain get used to that.
Yes.
So if I ever taste Aunt Jemima's, whatever the new name is again, it ain't gonna taste right because my body is conditioned for the taste of Michelle's. And see, and the message in that is be open to change.
All right now.
Be open to change. You know what I'm saying? And then you supporting a black business. This is a black lady that got her own dessert. I think she got other products as well. But
I'm gonna need her number.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Brat,
a Chicago lady too. She from Chicago. You know
Chicago.
that. Come on. Yeah.
I tell you what, go on Amazon and just order it and just try it. Get the butter pecan, get the butter pecan, and get the original or whatever, and your pancakes. And you put some damn butter and microwave that damn butter and put that butter in between the first and the second pancake and put the Michelle's on top and cut down through that thing. Then throw them little strawberries and whipped cream. Brat, get me off this radio.
Boy, you better get off.
More Rickey Smiley morning show coming up. Brat!
Woo! One of the best. One of the best.
How did that make you feel? Did you not think about your grandmother?
Man, that made me think about my grandmother, the way things used to be, like the way you wish they were again. You want to bring them old days back where you watch Good Times and the Jeffersons and turn the TV off when MASH came on.
Right. Well, I like that one. But when that beat break down, boom, 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 boom. That was my favorite part right there. And then you ain't hear that background, did you, Brat?
You know,
Larry up in the big league, getting out, turn that back. Long as we live, you and me, baby, it ain't nothing wrong.
Yes.
Moving on up.
Dust.
Moving on. Then they go, Gary, what does it remind you of?
Oh, it reminded me of growing up as a child, honey. I love the Jeffersons. And hell, I still watch the Jeffersons today. But you know what really made me like that theme song more? When I learned that it was by Walona from Good Times. She wrote that theme song.
Are you serious?
Yep,
You
Janet
didn't know
Dubois.
that?
Yep, she wrote that
They
theme
have her name
song.
at the end of the credits. All Our Lives is there.
Wait a minute. That's her singing it?
Yep.
Yes.
I didn't know that. She just recently passed, didn't she?
Yep, she recently passed.
Yeah.
Yep.
But her name is at the end of the credits. It say Janet Dubois or Jeanette.
Well, I never knew her name as a kid.
Yeah.
Man.
It was Walona.
Oh my God, man, that's awesome, man. So yeah, that's back when your grandparents was living, and those were like some of the best days ever, man. Mr. Bentley, and a lot of people didn't know that Roxy Roker. That's Lenny Kravitz's mother.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes, sir.
A lot of people don't know that, but I used to love Tom, and I used to love Mr. Bentley. And
Did anybody else have a crush on Jenny?
Tom and Helen.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, everybody. I think everybody had a little crush on Jenny. But who did y'all like? Did y'all like the first? What's the son name?
Lionel.
Did y'all like the first Lionel or the second Lionel?
I like the
first line.
I like the first line.
Yeah, I like the second Lionel with the afro.
Yeah.
But I had to get used to him, But I remember the first Lionel and the second Lionel. So yeah, man, the Jeffersons, man. More Rickey Smiley morning show coming up.
So, I think it's safe to say that most of y'all on here are kind of worldly and sophisticated when it comes to food.
Right.
Y'all always trying to do different stuff and doing new things, as opposed to me. I just kind of like what I like and I stick to it. This was a Facebook conversation, by the way. Is there that one thing or is there something that people eat that you would never try or you would never have a desire to put in your mouth no matter what? I mean, if your mama life depended on it, because with me, there's a couple of things that people like that I just will not eat. I can't do it.
Yeah. For me, Special K would be sushi. I'm good.
What? I love sushi.
Yeah, I know. I know. I can't do it.
You know what it is for me, though?
It's pretty nasty to me.
I can't eat. I can't try avocado. I don't even know if I'm avocado. I can't
Really?
eat
You say
It can be good.
Wow. I can't do sauerkraut, y'all. Sauerkraut, ew.
Yeah, me either, Brad.
It's like sour spoiled cabbage or something. Like
we on a roll. I'm agreeing with everything.
I've never tried sauerkraut.
It's chitlins for me.
Yeah, me either.
Chitlins.
Oh no. Okay.
I tried chitlins before I tried pig feet. I can't do pig feet.
Yeah, I do chili.
Little knuckles. I can't do it, Rick.
Yeah.
Pigtails. My mom eat all that.
Gary, we're going to exclude you from this conversation because we all know what you won't eat.
That's right.
So Gary, you can go get you a cup of coffee.
Okay, I'm gonna put my finger up and walk away.
We talking about eating something that everybody loves.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, you don't know it then. All right, y'all get at me 8669 Ricky 8669 RICKEY Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
News headlines, entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. The front page news is being brought to you by America's Best. That's right, don't overpay for eyewear. Visit America's Best and get 2 pairs and a free exam for just $69.95. It's not just a better deal, it's America's Best. All right, y'all, got your front page right here. Eva, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everyone, and happy Wednesday. I'm your girl, Eva Marcille, here with a quick look at your front page news. So yesterday, 6 Republicans joined Democrats in voting that Donald Trump's impeachment trial is constitutional and should move forward. Opening arguments will begin today in Donald Trump's Senate impeachment trial. Now, according to a new poll, most Americans, which would be about 56% of them, believe that the Senate should convict Trump and disqualify him from holding any public office again. But Democrats still need a total of 17 Republicans in order to secure a conviction. Now, in coronavirus news, a team of World Health Organization experts who went to Wuhan, China to investigate the origins of the coronavirus agree that the virus did not come from a Chinese lab. Also, the CEO of Johnson & Johnson says that he thinks people need to do an annual COVID-19 vaccination for years to come, just like a flu shot. All right. Now, in other news, 1 person was killed and 4 were injured in a shooting at a health clinic in Buffalo, Minnesota yesterday. Very sad. A 67-year-old man was arrested, and police say that he was unhappy with the health care he was receiving at the clinic. And last but not least, if you're currently working from home and you're looking for a change, well, check out this program. It's called Shift South. The city of Natchez, Mississippi is offering people $6,000 to move to the town and work there for a year. All right. That was a quick look at your front page news. For more, log on to the RickeySmileyMorningShow.com. Rock T, what's going on in sports?
Dallas Mavericks owner Mark Cuban decided to not play the national anthem before home games. He recognizes we are still in an emotional time right now in America and doesn't think this is an issue of disrespecting the flag or the country. It's more of supporting the players and reflection of this country and letting the players express what's in their heart. So big ups. It's kind of cool for Mark to do that. 7-time Grand Slam champion Venus Williams suffered a right ankle injury and lost in the second round at the Australian Open yesterday. But little sister Serena Williams, her match, she won in straight sets. She advanced to the third round like it ain't nothing. NFL running back Adrian Peterson, he wants to play with quarterback Tom Brady. Who doesn't want to play with quarterback Tom Brady, man? So Adrian Peterson is slated to be a free agent this year after his 1-year deal with the Detroit Lions. And he went on social media and pretty much saying, hey, let's go. Sign me. He's 35 years old. He still says he got something left in the tank. Only time will tell. We'll keep you posted on that. That's what I got for sports, man. Follow my social media at Rock T Holla. Brat got the hot spot right now.
The hot spot.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot
Catch me at the hot spot.
It's the BR18.
All right, the Smiley Morning Show, 29 minutes after the hour, y'all. This segment is being brought to you by PBS. That's right, join PBS for the premiere of Henry Louis Gates' new documentary series, The Black Church. That's Tuesday at 9/8 Central, only on PBS. What up, Brat?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat, and this is the Hot Spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into this thing. A major copyright infringement lawsuit in New York federal court has allegedly been filed against the Grammy-winning singer Her. Music producer Daryl DJ Camper and Justin Love for the hit song Focus. Ooh, that's my song too. In a letter by songwriter and piano maestro Andre Sims reportedly sued the trio for copyright infringement. They claimed that DJ Camper allegedly went on social media and publicly admitted that he saw Sims playing his own song Endless Minds on YouTube and took it for her smash hit song Focus. He said, I just can't believe she's out here performing on TV. Thanks to the benefit of my original song that was brought to her first project, as if they didn't use my song to get her there. So when I see her on TV singing about love and peace, it is amazing as you are part of a team that unlovingly stole my music, unapologetically so.
Now break that down, Bray. He's saying, what happened?
I guess the producers admitted that they heard this man playing that music for her song Focus, and they borrowed a little bit of it from him, and they used it, and the song blew up. So now they feel like they're responsible for her blowing up. But I must say that her is very talented, and she probably had nothing to do with that. She probably don't think that producers are going to give her music that they've stole from somewhere. So they should be suing the producers, not her, because she's blowing up. She was going to blow up anyway because she dope, point blank, period. Right. All right, let me get on to this because everybody that loved the Powerpuff Girls, baby, they are back. Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup will no longer be a thing of the past thanks to director Ava DuVernay. So according to Deadline, the CW has given Ava the green light to work on a pilot to reboot the show based on the original Cartoon Network animated series, but it will be a little different of how viewers saw it last. The reboot will be a live action show, y'all. The series will follow the trio who used to be child superheroes who are now adults who resent having lost their childhood due to fighting crime. And that's not all that Ava's going to be working on. She's staying busy because she's also working on a pilot for the DC comic superhero. So as of right now, there's no official release date for the pilots, but we commend her because she's always doing something and staying busy. Same for Shonda Rhimes with that Bridgerton. Oh my God, it's so good. All right, let me move on to my last little story, y'all. Will Smith and Larry Wilmore have teamed up to break down the Fourth Amendment in a new docu-series for Netflix. When they asked Will about the trailer, he said, so what does it mean to be American? What about a citizen? He said he's going to explore those questions and more, and he's honored to present Amend, the fight for America. We are living in unprecedented days as a society, as a country, and as a human family. I believe that the cultivation of personal and historical understanding is the imperative spark, igniting the flames of desperately needed compassion and healing. That's what Will Smith said. So Amend, the Fight for America premieres on Netflix, y'all, February 17th. And I'm going to wrap up the hot spot right there. That's some good stuff for y'all to check out and look forward to.
Brat.
Man,
Brat,
come on now.
You should do church announcements at your church. They should have you on the screen at the mega church announcing all the upcoming events at Mount Zion Missionary Baptist Church. Or you could do Marcus Davidson Church, Mount Olive in Fort Lauderdale. And then you should do Pastor Haynes Church in Dallas, Texas, Friendship West Missionary Baptist Church. Or you can come to Faith Walkers and do that and do all the videos for our upcoming church events as we go and get our vaccine shots, where we getting ready to start letting more and more people in the church. I really would like for Brat to start doing this for these churches and make people excited to come to the Men's Day and Women's Day program so everybody can be close to the Lord.
Yes, giving honor to God, the saints, the pastors, and friends. Amen. Amen. Coming up next, we got Chef Kurt Boudreaux, y'all, with them quarantine meals, them good old meals. And we got the praise mixed down with the White Stone. The time now is 27 minutes before the top of the hour. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Quarantine Cooking with the one and only Chef Kurt Boudreaux. Woo, boy, we hungry, man. We just excited to see what you're going to cook today. We know you got something stirred up in there.
Well, yeah, today I got a mirliton dressing with lump crab and jumbo shrimp.
Woo!
Yeah. First, I start by cooking off some shrimp, reserving the shells for stock to use later. After adding some salt and pepper and cooking the shrimp, I put that to the side, peel and dice the squash, also dicing up some onions, celery, bell pepper, and some garlic. I added some unsalted butter to a hot pan, fried it down, then added the stock and let that cool down. Then I threw in some spices, slap your mama, salt, pepper, and garlic powder. Then I let the squash cool down a bit. Yeah. Then I added my breadcrumbs, eggs, lump crab meat, and shrimp, and then I put it all back into a Pyrex dish, covered the top with a little bit of more breadcrumbs, and then I baked in a preheated oven at 350 for about 30 minutes, man.
Come on,
it's really good. That you can add along with have with your mac and cheese, roast greens, whatever you name it, man.
Oh, that sounds good, Chef.
Glorious.
Ooh, man. Kurt, let us know how you can find the video, man.
Man, you can find this video on Rickey Smiley Official. You can also follow your boy at Chef Boudreaux Official and my website at rebrand.ly/Chef Boudreaux.
There it is, y'all. Y'all give it up and show your love for the one and only Kurt Boudreaux.
Y'all have a good one, man.
Yes, sir. Have a good one. Thank you, man.
All right, man. Peace out.
It's your boy, Chef Boudreaux, man. Today, I'm going to be coming at y'all with one of my favorites. We do this at home in New Orleans. We're going to make Chayote squash. This is basically what it's called. But at home, we call it Militon. It ain't even spelled that way. It's pronounced Merliton. And we're going to make a dressing with this using some lump crab meat and shrimp. Some Gulf shrimp here that I salt and peppered a little bit. I got about 1.5 pounds of some Gulf shrimp. I got 1 pound of lump crab. I got about 7-8 cloves of garlic because I like garlic. Love it. And right here, I got 1/2 tablespoon each of salt. Slap Your Mama, which is the spicy one. And then I have some granulated garlic and I have some thyme leaves. I have some parsley here. We got our Holy Trinity here, which is the celery, bell pepper, onion. Now, this is the Militon here. Chayote squash. I thought actually it was a squash, but it's more like a fruit. It's like a tomato. So what we're going to do first, I'm going to show you how I did it. So we're going to move this down here real quick. And all I'm going to do is take the skin off, right? So I'm going to take the skin off of this, chop it up pretty much like this. So it gives you a little heads up. I went on and pre-done some of this stuff so I don't have to give this long, drawn-out deal on this video. I'm going to cut it in half because there's a seed in here, kind of like an avocado. So we're going to cut that out. So I got my knife here. I'm going to go ahead and cut down in this thing. You can kind of go through it because the seed is hard, but it's not that hard. So then we're going to grab a spoon and we're going to dig this seed out of here. Okay. Pretty much like that. Okay, we're going to take all this off. Cut this off the tip as well. And lay that down. Do the same over here. Dig this out. Get that seed out really good. It's kind of hard, so y'all be patient. Alright, so once we do that, we're going to clear all this out. Just going to slice this like this. I wish I could have done this at home with my mom because she's the one where I get all this stuff from, but alright, so we're going to dice this up like this, pretty thin. And since I don't have a big enough pot, we're going to take this outside to my wok, and we're going to make this work like that. Now, I got a pot hot right here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and saute this a little bit, and we'll revisit that a little bit later. So, I'm just going to take a little bit of olive oil, put that in there, and we're going to get these shrimp nice and going hot. Alright, we're just going to saute that a little bit. So now, I done took the liberty of putting the shrimp in, and we're just going to try to get this to a high fire so we can kind of make these just a little opaque, and then we're going to set them aside. I got a stock right here that I made with some shrimp shells. We're going to use a little bit of this because we're going to combine these Italian breadcrumbs, the crab meat, which is already done. I went through to see if they had some shells in there. So we're pretty good on that. And we're going to bind all this together with 2 eggs. And then we're going to take all this outside because I got a bigger, we're going to use my wok for that, man. So, because the pot that I have is not big enough for all of this. It could be, but since it's a squash, it's going to release a lot of water. So we're going to have to cook this on a high heat, which we're going to take outside and do. And it's going to just going to smother down really like some okra. I got time, why? Because I forgot to mention this. You're going to preset your oven at about 350 because we're going to combine all this together. We're going to put this in this Pyrex pan, glass pan, and then we're going to cook this off until the breadcrumbs. I'm going to add some in here, but then I'm going to add some at the top with just a little butter so it can help brown and cook and then evenly. And then we'll see how it come out, baby. We about to take these out right now, and then we're going to head on outside, man. We're going to start with a little bit of butter. We like to do this high heat. Now, usually some people boil it, boil it, and then they scoop the insides out. Well, this is how we're going to do it today. We're going to cook it down. We're going to let the water come out of here, and we're going to fry this down on high heat. If not, it's going to make water. So you want to make sure that you have some high heat. We're going to saute this a little bit, but we're going to fry this a little bit. Then we're going to come back with all the ingredients. We're going to turn this down just a little bit. So it can start creating that water. Because then we're going to crank it up. We're going to get this water out. Now, me, myself, I bought 10 of them. There's probably some of you guys won't need that many. But that's how much I bought because it's going to cook down. It's going to cook down big time. I'm going to add just a little bit more olive oil. A little bit more butter. This is a half a stick of butter. I'm just using this sparingly. But I'll probably end up using it all. Now I'm going to use it all. So what we're going to do is we're going to start to add, because it's starting to break down a little bit. And believe me, this is going to be really soft when it's done. So we're going to add our Holy Trinity now, which is your onion, bell pepper, and celery. We're going to let this cook, then we're going to add the garlic. Then we're going to add our seasoning. Now we're going to add our salt, garlic, thyme, slap your mama mixture in here. We're going to throw this garlic in there. We're going to let this cook down. Got all this going. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a little, right here, I'm going to add some of this stock. This is going to help this to cook down a little bit faster. And then it's going to create the steam to help to cook this Chayote squash. So it'll help break this down a lot faster. Once I took this out, let it cook down, I ended up using all that stock because I wanted this to get soft. So what I did was I let it cool down a little bit. So I'm going to add a little bit of breadcrumb and egg to kind of hold this together. I'm just going to add just a little bit for now. Now I might as well just put it on. So that's 2 eggs. I added in there. And I'm going to add some breadcrumbs first. These are Italian breadcrumbs. So we just going to use the breadcrumbs as a binder. Now we're going to mix all this up. I'm probably going to use some more breadcrumbs in here. Because of course we're going to be adding the crab and the shrimp. Add a little bit more. You know what? I'm going to go ahead. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit more breadcrumb. Alright, I'm probably going to end up using this whole can of 15 ounces of breadcrumb. Because the breadcrumb is going to suck up a little bit more of the moisture. Then we're going to add it to that pan. Bake it uncovered. So we're going to go ahead and throw these shrimp in there. And the lump crab meat. So we're going to try to fold this in as much as we can. Try not to break it up. But if it breaks, it's not a bad thing. Because we got enough in here for every piece of crab meat that's in here. Try to fold that in if we can. Add a little bit extra breadcrumb. Because this is going to cook in the oven at 350. Alright. I'm going to add some of this parsley up in here. Just a little bit. We don't use it all. And then we're going to put this over into that Pyrex pan and bake it off. Oh man, this going to be some good eating right here, boy. Definitely going to be some good eating. Alright. Use some more of these breadcrumbs. Look like all the breadcrumbs getting sucked up around here. It's because of the moisture. But it'll come together. Believe it or not. Alright. Get a trusty spoon over here. I know this is a tablespoon, but I'm going to go ahead on and dump that on in here. See, you ain't even got to spray the pan if you don't want to. And this goes along well with your roast, the mac and cheese. It's really just a side. The rest of these breadcrumbs, I'm going to sprinkle it over the top, and then we're going straight in the oven with it at 350 for about maybe 30 more minutes until that breadcrumbs and browned on the top. We got the rest of these Italian breadcrumbs from out of here. This is dead. I just got about 2 tablespoons of butter. Because we want to blend this because we want this to brown. So we're going to mix this in here real quick. Probably could have put a little bit more up in there, but that's okay. It's a little process to this, but I promise you it's worth it. I promise you it is. So now we're going to sprinkle these breadcrumbs right on the top. So it'll brown. Try not to make a mess. Yes, indeed. This is, boy, it's about to go down up in here. I'm going to wipe up, put this in the oven at 350 for about 30 minutes or until this is brown, okay? Because we just want to brown off the top. This is basically all cooked. So all we're doing is browning it off. And it's done, son. Now, you just got to put this on the plate so we can taste. This ain't like you got to let this rest or anything like that because, you know, it's done, baby. I'm just going to dig up in this thing. Ooh, it's hot. Young man. Get it from here with a little bit of that shrimp and a little bit of that militone. Like my French Creole people say. Oh, you cook the militone. But this militone, coyote squash. Let's get it. This is hot, so I gotta blow it. Bruh. Man, this is off the chain. I'm telling you. Used to make this Now, I can't lie. I ain't used to like this growing up. But since I done opened up my palate and everything like that, man, this is some good eating right here. I'm telling you, man, this is Chef Boudreaux, your boy, with the millet-tone dressing, merle-tone dressing. But for my people in Louisiana, it's millet-tone. So, with that being said, you know, you can follow your boy on my social media at Chef Boudreaux Official, Rickey Smiley Official, and also my website, my webpage, rebrand.ly/Chef Boudreaux. Hey, man, you already know what it is. You already know how I get down. Peace.